Hey guys, it's Boyo. This video is going to be a bit different than my normal videos, especially since I'm giving it an intro. But to explain what this video is, I have done a lot of videos for this channel, and most of which have made it out of my dubs folder and onto YouTube. But a good chunk of them have not. So this video's gonna be a big previews compilation of dubs that were completed enough to my preview standards. Some of these are from just this last year, and others are as far back as 2022 when I was still using my phone for voice lines. So the quality of the audio in this video will vary. There will also be some unedited panels, lack of voice lines or sound effects, and music in certain areas. Lines are going to be said incorrectly sometimes. The pacing of the lines will also vary. Remember, these are previews. This video will also include other people that I worked with over the years, some of who I don't talk to anymore, but I wanted these videos to be seen as it makes me feel better that they're not just sitting collecting dust on my hard drive. So everyone who isn't voiced by me will be listed in the description, as well as the comic info will be there. And I will also list reasons in the description for dubs that weren't finished for any other reason other than disinterest. If you really like any of these previews that you see here, then please let me know in the comments. I do plan to revisit all of these eventually, but I'll probably revisit them sooner if you guys comment about them. Now, without further ado, we're going to start with some Skybound stuff that I did in the summer of last year, some Last Stand of the Wreckers dubs. When I say some, there's only two. Then various More Than Meets the Eye dubs, and lastly, a preview of a remaster of Shattered Glass Issue 1 that I plan to revisit in May or April of this year, though the lines will be different by then. So I hope you enjoy.
Hello? What is happening to me? Hello? Is anyone there? Welcome back to us, Jetfire. Jetfire? That? Yes. That is my name. Where am I? How did I get here? I cannot move. Some of your spark was left, my friend. A small part.
Enough to bring you back to us, but only in one form.
Is that Ratchet?
And Optimus, Jet. We're both here.
Optimus. Why did you not let me rest? I wanted to, Jetfire. I truly did. But Teletran 1 is struggling to heal our fallen soldiers, and our energon is running low. I had to use what was left at my disposal. We needed a way to travel around this world in order to save it. Is that what I am to you now? A husk? I cannot move. Everything is black. I cannot see the stars anymore. I'm sorry, my friend. I will leave you to...
No, wait!
Please, don't leave. It's so dark. Please. All right. I will sit with you for a while.
I know. Our family is incomplete, but Ravage's repairs must wait. Yet again. For now, Laserbeak, I have a new mission for you. One that I should have done as soon as I awoke on this planet. Do not return until your task is complete.
My old friend. It has been too long. I must thank you for finding me wandering this desolate landscape. But thanks to your temporary sacrifice, I can now see. Now, guide me to my warriors.
No, no, no! Why can't anything go my way?
Because you are stupid, Starscream. Guided only by fear, hate, selfishness. You cannot even move yourself without the Earthling's technology. What a pathetic end for you.
Pathetic? 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 Look who is talking! At least I'm not the one obsessed with their tape collection!
Starscream, Soundwave. Enough!
Megatron? How did you—
Be silent!
Megatron.
What a good soldier you are, small thing. And what a faithful servant your father is.
My master.
Astro Train, quickly! Take me away from here!
Get up, Soundwave. There is much work to be done. Autobots, retreat.
Soundwave! What is the meaning of this gathering?
I've called this meeting as a reset, Starscream. We find ourselves on the run, beaten back by barely functioning Autobots and their weakling humans. This is not the way it should be. We, the Decepticons, should be the conquerors. We should be the ones that enslave.
I know who'd make it right. Shut it, whelp! Nobody wants to hear from the pipsqueaks.
That is where you are wrong, Starscream. All of us here have sacrificed for our goal. The extermination of the Autobots is necessary. And after trying your hand at leadership, you have failed. Miserably. It is time to step down.
Decepticons, look at what your brother does! He lies! He usurps what is right and good! I am the Decepticon leader! I am the one who can lead us back to glory!
Starscream. He challenged you. This is our way. Ready yourself for combat!
Wait, Wait! Soundwave, what about a co-leadership monster?
The time for talk is done. Do you yield, Starscream?
Never! Die!
Here, Laserbeak.
Soundwave, I am willing to forgive this betrayal. You can still choose the right path for our species. You can...
You kicked my Ravage. The only path left is extermination.
No.
Goodbye, Starscream. These pieces will help heal Ravage. But I will not just heal my own. We will rebuild together. We will conquer together. We will destroy together. Are you with me, brothers? Decepticons, honor our new leader. My lord, what is your plan?
You have done so well, Soundwave. Even with our usurping Starscream, you have kept the Autobots on their back feet. They are defenseless.
The Ark is a significant addition to the Autobots' power, Megatron. Even I know that.
Keep your pathetic comments to yourself, or I shall replace your mouth with a metal plate. Your only use is to be the vessel for my violent plans.
We'll be arriving in orbit above G9 in less than 10 cycles. Impactor here will be joining you on your mission. Unfortunately, he brought with him some unsettling news.
Nice work on Impactor's new... whatever it is. Did you ask him?
Why he quit? No, it didn't seem appropriate.
We thought that Skyquake and his predators were just using G9 as a link in the Decepticons' Energon supply chain. Not so. For the last 3 years, G9 has been ruled by Overlord.
Overlord?
Damn. Slag.
This is not happening. This is not happening.
Wow, I didn't know we're about to ditch you. Urban takes a breath. What's an Overlord?
The Decepticons' most high-profile deserter. Used to be a general, but now, well, no one's quite sure. He was Megatron's final solution, the go-to guy when all else failed. Some called him a psycho, but that was way off. He was always in control. He saw each military campaign as an exercise in pain management, a chance to cook up more and more sick ways of slaughtering the enemy. Unlike every other con tough enough to give Megatron sleepless nights, Overlord wasn't power hungry. He just wanted to graduate from homicide to genocide, add a few notches to his skill stats. But Meg still got twitchy. He took Overlord's lack of ambition to be a facade and started reining him in, tightening his leash. Some say that's why he up and left. I was there when it happened. Khaldun 4. We had the cons pinned down when Overlord just, well, landed on us. Things got kind of messy. Mid-battle, the guy vanishes. We're licking our wounds when he catches up with us and just picks up where he left off. I remember looking into his eyes and seeing nothing. An absence, like his mind was someplace else. Then, all of a sudden, he just stops. And before we can fully take advantage, he splits, saying,
Tell Megatron I've chosen option 2. And then I'll be waiting for him.
strangest thing I ever saw. Me and everyone else kind of thought he was dead. Guess not.
Cup? What did I tell you about talking up the enemy? Overlord is powerful, but he's not omnipotent. His presence on G9 complicates this mission, but doesn't change the principal objectives. Springer?
Impactor says there are 50 Autobots down there, mostly ex-guards, held in cell blocks in the southern dome. Rescuing them is our first objective. Our second objective is...
Kill Overlord.
Thank you, Guzzle, for reminding me why I recruited you. But no, the second objective is to find Aquitus. Some of you will recognize the name, but most of you won't. All that matters is that Aquitus is down there amongst hundreds of Decepticons, and that's not good. This is a lattice force field. To break through it, we'll adapt the divide and conquer approach we use to penetrate Magma's orbital shield. We'll land 2 drop pods on the southern dome, free the prisoners, find Aquitus, steal a troop carrier, and get the hell out of there.
That's the plan. Not exactly Prime's 5-fold maneuver, is it?
Turn up and shoot. About as fancy as it gets with us wreckers. You want to spend all day calculating tolerable margins of error? Call Prowl. Much simpler with me, kid. If you're dead, you failed.
Hang on. Only Rotorstorm's got what it takes to hit the weak spot on a lattice force field. He's got one of the pods under control. Who's got the other?
Me again, old man. Remote control. And yes, I am that good.
So that's the plan, wreckers. What could possibly go right?
Die, slag liquor! Alt modes are for wimps! You know what that means in this place, borehole? Nothing! Well done, Autobot. You've certainly found your purpose in life. Join me in my quarters, and I will allow you to choose your reward. Impressed? They're all first editions.
They're all dead miners.
They died on Mesotine. Terminus arranged for Megatron's writings to be inscribed on their viscera before they were shipped home. Very resourceful fellow, Terminus.
Never heard of him.
He's been airbrushed out of history. Unfairly, in my view. But you're not here to talk about the past.
My troops are confused. They're asking why we're here.
It's really not that difficult. The Lost Light is fast. Grounding Megatron made far more sense than chasing him across the galaxy. And the Necrobot made for the perfect bait.
Let me rephrase that. My troops are asking why we're still here. You had the Autobots on the ropes. Why back off?
A swift death benefits no one but the victim. Let the Autobots wait. Let them panic and argue. Let them lose themselves in a frenzy of reproach. Postponing our assault wasn't an act of mercy, Deathsaurus. It was an act of torture. Let me in! Finally, did you really think you could keep us out? It was never about keeping you out. It was about sealing you in. 2 fusion cannons? Look at yourself. I won. Finally. After 5 million years of fighting myself, I'd won. I was prepared to accept my fate. I was at peace. I was happy. And then you came along and ruined everything! Mark this day, Tarn. It's the day the dream dies. I'm shutting you down. Voss! No, not Voss. Not anymore. Today, you die by your birth names. Starting with you. Forstuck. Scissor Saw. Crucible. Please, be reasonable. You'd have thought, given the compassion shown to me on the Lost Light, that I'd have learned to be a little more forgiving. But I'm afraid Getaway had the right idea. No mercy! Do it then. Do it! At least I'll die a Decepticon. Ugh! You and I both. Goodbye, Glitch. I want you to die with one thought in your head. Everything you did was for nothing.
Megatron! Leave him! Take my hand! Brainstorm's pulling me back in 5 seconds. Come on!
It worked. It worked! Are you alright?
Ugh. Tell Brainstorm his briefcase makes for a crap teleporter.
Megatron, quick! It's Ravage. He was holding on, but now that you're back...
I'm here, Ravage. I'm here. It's me.
Come on. You need to rest. I can patch you up. Let me patch you up.
Don't touch me.
Okay. But you don't need the cannon anymore.
Leave it.
It's not even...
Leave it! I think it's time I left.
Megatron? Is that you? What's going on?
Terminus?
Are we still on Mesitine? There was an evacuation, an explosion. Ugh! What's happened?
Nothing. Everything. I lost my way.
Rewind? Is he alive? Is he okay? Is he conscious? Happy with any of the above.
This is incredible! First Overlord, now Rewind. And this poster suggests that...
Nightbeat, take it from a theoretician. Now is not the time to start theorizing.
Such a fuss. Is he important?
Come now, Ravage. Everyone's important these days. But yes, I gather they're particularly fond of this one.
There, Nautica. That's what intrigues me. Crosscut told us he was still writing this play, but this poster says it opened a few weeks after the accident.
The accident?
Sorry, the launch. You know how Megatron was always saying that Rodimus
Couldn't even take off properly. Yes, another in-joke I can tick off the list.
What's going on?
You woke up. You pulled through. Everything else is detail.
It's Skids, isn't it? We all thought you were dead.
You can talk.
And is that Nightbeat? I know he was dead.
Yeah, there's a story behind that. Just don't expect it to make much sense.
We have to go. I shouldn't have to remind you that this entire structure is unstable.
Just 2 seconds. I just want to make sure he's okay.
Huh?
Oh yeah, him. That's something else that happened.
But he's an Autobot.
Yes, well, in name at least. Apart from Nightbeat not being dead and Megatron not being a Decepticon, it's business as usual.
And the bot with Nightbeat. Who's he?
That's Nautica, and she's a she. Aside from Nightbeat not being dead and Megatron not being a Decepticon and Nautica not being a he, it's business as usual.
Rewind. What happened to you? And the others, what happened to them? What happened to the ship? Oh, hey, I know this is tough, but it's important too.
Important but not urgent. He's in no fit state to handle an interrogation. A data slug?
I've never seen the quantum drums outside of the quantum engines. Even hidden behind the quantum foam, they're impressive.
Nautica, to be a quantum mechanic, all you have to do is put the word quantum in front of lots of other words. True or false?
Both.
Huh?
It's both, simultaneously, true and false. It depends on the quantized energy state of each proposition.
Huh?
It's a joke.
Oh. Are jokes not funny where you come from?
It is funny. It's funny because on a quantum level, every unobserved object exists in a suspended twin state until... Good grief. Megatron, Captain, everybody. I've worked it out. All of it. Why our ship disappeared, where this ship came from, everything.
The floor is yours.
Impress us.
Quantum engines let you jump from point A to point B, bypassing the distance in between, okay? Point A is always fixed. It's where you are when you make the jump. But there are billions of potential point Bs. By selecting one, you eliminate all the others. I think that when the Lost Light originally took off, when it exploded, the quantum engines malfunctioned, and the billions of potential point Bs were narrowed down to not one, but two. Forced to choose between 2 point Bs, the Lost Light did what any quantum-powered spaceship would do. It chose both.
What do you mean? I don't know what the problem is. Chill out. Rodimus, the alarms don't just choose to go off. I've got patients in here. I need to know whether to put the metabay into lockdown. And don't smirk. I can hear you smirking.
All right. Keep your hands on. We're not under attack from outside, and the brig is still secure. So I'm thinking this is a false alarm. Drift's checking it out now. Hello? Ratchet?
Keep your hands on. Do you realize how offensive that... Wait. I was afraid you'd say that. Your faith, your sword, and your friend. We do this together. Rodimus, tool up and get down to the metabay. Bring everyone. And if anything happens to me, tell First Aid he's ready.
Tell Whirl he can have my hands, and tell all my patients that they'll have to make new appointments. Overlord! Drift! Ratchet!
Amazing. You speak entirely in names.
Shut up! Put him down!
Put him down, or what?
Or this!
Overlord? How?
I don't know. He must have teleported on board, or stowed away, or I don't know.
Breaking free of these paper chains was never a problem. I just lacked the motivation. But if Megatron's alive, then there's everything to play for. Don't worry. You'll find your voice and your legs soon enough. You know the side effects of a prolonged deep reading better than I do. I'll tell you what's strange, though. No guards, no last-minute interventions, no heroic Autobots rushing to your aid. You did tell them you were coming, didn't you? Now, if you don't mind, I think I'll head upstairs and kill everyone on this ship, starting with that skinny little friend of yours. You're welcome to follow me and raise the alarm. I won't hurt you, or restrain you, or put any obstacles in your way. What I will do is close this door behind me, reactivating the temporal dilation field. And you? All you have to do is cross the floor and open it. It should take you, 5 seconds? 5 seconds your time. From my perspective, and from the perspective of everyone else on board, it might as well be 5 years. Run as fast as you can, Chrome Dome. You're already too late. Megatron. Optimus. I'm told I'm going to stand trial. A lot of people would say that's more than I deserve. Stand up. There's someone I'd like you to meet. This is Chrome Dome. He's a neurosurgeon. No! No! Get him out of here! Get him out! Guards! Guards! Megatron, please, hear me out. Due process prevents me from asking how you intend to plead, but we both know that if you contest any of the charges, this trial could last centuries. The public wants this done properly, I understand that, but I don't think that exhuming every last detail of our war is in anyone's best interests. The good news is that manually recovered memories are admissible in court. If you let Chrome Dome inject you, he can corroborate your testimony. The trial would be over in days. You can lock me up forever. You can hurt me. You can kill me. But you don't get to tamper with my head. Up here is who I am. It's all I have left. Touch my mind, and I will fight you. I will fight you, and you'll be forced to murder me in my cell. And I don't think that would look very good, do you? We won't be speaking again. I'm about to sit in judgment on you. And there are rules.
Optimus has to watch what he says. I don't. You're going to die, Megatron. And I'm sorry, but you deserve it. And you know you deserve it. I may be stuck here for the trial, but at least I'll get to see your execution. Prowl's pushing for a triple tap. Brain, Spark, T-Cog. 3 shots. Then one hell of a party. Hey, maybe they'll bury you. Where was it? Where did you used to work? Luna 2? No, it was Nova Point, wasn't it? Down in the mines. 4 million years, Megatron, and you're gonna end up right back where you started. Underneath Nova Point. I hope it was worth it.
Rodimus,
What?
I need you to do me a favor.
And as an Autobot who has lost friends to them, close friends, you would agree, Gripper, would you not, that one's allegiance was no protection against attack? If Megatron wanted someone dead, the Decepticon Justice Division would oblige. That's correct, sir. He used them as his personal assassins.
Is this a good time, Rodimus? I don't want to interrupt if...
Interrupt. Please, God, interrupt. It's not that it's boring. It's just... every victim impact statement sounds the same. Bad things happened, part 405.
At least we had some visuals.
The DJD clip show?
That Voss, though. The size of him.
And the hooks.
Hooks for his hands? And his feet? How does that even work?
Do you ever make lists, Atomizer?
Lists?
Like the DJD. Things you want to accomplish. Things you can tick off. It's not a trick question. I was just reflecting on my progress to date. We're gonna pick up where we left off. With the quest, I mean. Are you in?
Oh, totally. 1,000,000%. Unfortunately, so are the other people. The people that betrayed you.
Betrayed me?
You asked the crew if you should stay on as leader, and 89 people said no.
I did kinda screw up.
Did you? Because I'm with the majority who think life's more complicated than that. Here.
What is it?
A list for someone who likes lists. The 89 people who wanted you gone.
Where did you get that? Atomizer, where did you get that? The vote was anonymous. That's the whole point.
The vote was cast electronically. A mutual friend was debugging the Lost Light systems, and there you go. Take it.
Have you looked at it?
Yes, and you need to know who's on here. Because some of them want you to stick around. They'll put up with you if it means finding the knights. I've been thinking, and you can impose a limit. Cap the number of people you can take with you. Blame rations or logistics, or say you had a vision. People lap that stuff up. Set a limit, and use this list to decide who exceeds that limit.
You realize that if I even look at that, let alone act on it, I'm leaving myself wide open. I could end up on trial. I could end up in prison.
Or you could end up with a crew that believes in you. And wouldn't that improve the chances of making progress?
No. Take it away and... no. Destroy it. Destroy it, and forget we spoke.
Okay, fine. Ask me one more time and I will.
Friend or foe?
You tell me.
You? Sorry about the mess.
What mess?
No, but that's what people say in these situations, isn't it? Come in, come in. Sorry about the mess. How was your trip? What brings you here at this hour? I don't know. I've never entertained before. How am I doing so far?
Did you make these? Why so many?
Because I keep making mistakes.
They all look the same to me.
What do you want, anyway? You're annoying me.
I want to talk to you about Tailgate. In part, I suppose, because for a long time after the launch, it was just the two of us. But now he seems to spend so much of his time, nearly all of his time in fact, with Getaway. And I worry. I don't think Getaway has his best interests at heart. He tells him what he wants to hear. I tell him what he needs to hear. Except, I don't even do that anymore. I don't know what to do. It is difficult to talk about.
Do you want to know what I... Sorry, is there anything else you want to say before I jump in?
No.
In which case... Oh man, that was... That was priceless! That was absolutely priceless. Coming soon, Cyclonus of Trixelix in My Friend's Got a New Friend. You devil! I thought this was life and death, not sad face boo-hoo relationship problems. Here you go, have a reality check free of charge. By sheer happenstance, you and Panic Button ended up being roomies. What makes you think there's any connection beyond that? The only thing you've got in common is a front door.
"10 minutes to the launch. You know, Rewind, if you had a decent alt mode, we wouldn't have to walk all the way to the launch pad."
Oh, it started! The alt mode bashing. Every time you get agitated, let's have a go at Rewind, because he turns into a giant memory stick, and not a super space tank or whatever.
I just don't see the point of turning into a giant memory stick. You might as well be a monoformer.
Remember the old saying, everyone's shape serves a purpose.
Yeah, tell that to Skylinks.
I don't know why you've chosen now to come back from the dead, Overlord, but I suggest you run along. Megatron and I are talking! Is that it? I was expecting a higher caliber of repartee from someone who tries very hard to look sophisticated. But no, you're just a thug in a mask, Megatron's bully boy. At least he hasn't forgotten me. Call that a tank? Ugh! Off me! Why are you here, Overlord? You were dead. We crossed you off the list. I was found. Found and fixed. A lot of people spent a lot of time nursing me back to health. Is that why you're here? To repay a debt? Let's just say my benefactor's interests align with my own. Megatron and I are long overdue a reckoning. Perhaps we have more in common than you realize. That's sweet. But Megatron took your loyalty for granted, Tarn. He knew you were mesmerized by him. But me, he had to fight for my servitude. My approval had to be won. When I abandoned him, he feigned nonchalance because he assumed I'd eventually come crawling back. In that case, a suggestion. Perhaps we should know. I'm here for one reason and one reason alone. To be rid of him. A suggestion. Perhaps we should... Wait, shut up. Where is he? Where's he gone? That's impossible! He was seconds from death! He could barely lift his head! He can't have just walked off!
Hunting in the rainy season has always been a pain in my diode. Avoiding falling ash from Chrome Ridge is easy for me, but the bounties? They slip up, get caught in eruptions. It's hard not to get angry at them for wasting my time. I try not to ask for too much from a bunch of numb nodes not smart enough to avoid having a contract done on them. It's just that I remember when there used to be Decepticons who were a challenge. But all the worthy ones? Already hunted by us master body scrappers. I'm running out of stragglers to junk. This bounty goes straight to Gold City. Out of 3 territories, Gold City, Pax, and Prowl's whole thing, I'm best built for the GC. Gold City's a city built by traitors and backstabbers. Paranoia's the name of the game. Everyone gets twitchy when you stare too long, but all I want to do is get in and get out fast.
Hey, Blur, let us know what kind of mood he's in, huh?
Your body scrappers looking for new applicants, Blur?
You slow down in the GC, this is where you get stuck. I refuse to get stuck here and end up like Ratchet, who's been trying and failing to make the unbeatable bot that wouldn't have died in battle next to him, causing him all sorts of trauma.
If you're not going to answer my questions, shut up.
Or something like that. Presents for the doc.
I have asked you 1,000,000,000,000 times to tell me when you're on the way. In case you can't tell, I have patience.
Does he mean the one on the slab or the ones outside? I don't know. I'm not asking. I'm here because he's where you go for bounties in the GC.
So payment. Same as usual, Blur.
Good, because I want to point out how fast
You're efficient, Blur. That's why I can still find work for you.
You know how good I am at...
You're not going to stop until I ask how it went, are you?
Thought you'd never ask. So you know how no one wanted to take this one because it...
Took you from Prowl's lands and back through into GC? Yeah.
I snuck in, no problem. Although someone knew they were living on a borrowed spark. Barely got to play with this one, though.
Would have thought an adrenaline junkie like you would love that.
If it was just me running circle around those titanium turkeys, would have loved it. But I couldn't risk the bounty getting grabbed or having to re-corner him. But I know I can outrun them. I can outrun anyone.
Well, if you're getting bored with your bounties, I shouldn't tell you about this one straight from Goldbug himself, huh?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I didn't say that, Doc. What kind of bounty gets the big bug in your ear?
Not just mine. He's reached out to every bounty hunter and middlebot in the city. Bring the Decepticon in alive, or at least incapacitate him enough that Goldbug's men can come to him. First one to grab the target gets a big payday. You're just the last one to hear about it because you were running around past the static zone. But knowing how fast you are, I'm sure you'll get it. One thing though, Blur. Gotta be in one piece. Alive. Talking.
Wait, who's the bounty?
This may be the longest I've ever kept your interest.
Who?
Megatron's most trusted lieutenant, and the voice of the Decepticon Rebellion. Starscream.